Here she is. Bearings pretty well shot. We got some copper showing down there. Come on, focus. You got a groove in there. Here's the cap. Pretty much the same story. You got the piston skirts. So it's been scuffing. There. But other than that, the rings actually look pretty good. I'll have to pull them off and measure them in the bore. But I'm surprised there isn't any really carbon buildup. But yeah, those pistons took a beating. So yeah, we're gonna pull the rest of the pistons out. And I'll probably pick out the best one and the worst one to show. And we'll probably go from there and see how bad the crank is on the worst one. The crank on this first one, it's actually not bad. Can't get a glare, but it looks a little scored or whatever, but it's pretty clean. Just a little bit maybe, but have to mic that out too and see what it comes out to. We got all the pistons out. Crankshaft looks decent. Pistons, skirts look okay, except for the first couple. We got some scuffing. And then all the bearings look okay, I guess. They're not great at all. Got some copper showing back there. They're all pretty, almost all of them are grooved. That's 1 and 8. 2 and 7. Those don't look too bad. Still some copper showing on the tops of those. And here's the bad one. Number 4. There's some pretty deep groove in there. So all those are out. Somebody before me put 20 over pistons in it. Some Speed Pros. But they didn't change any of the bearings, or at least the rod bearings. So next we're going to pull the crank bearings, the main bearings, and see what those look like and see if what size those are. Alright, crankshaft's out. These top bearings don't look too bad compared to the bottom ones. That one's not too bad. Those are probably all going to get replaced anyways. Here's the crank. And then here's the bearings and the caps. This is starting from the number 1 going to the back. That one's pretty bad. That's one of the worst ones. All these are showing copper, but that one's just worn pretty much. There's nothing, not much grooving compared to the first one. And this back one's pretty gone. So there she is. We're probably gonna start pulling the rings off the pistons. Start seeing what the measurements of the bore are to the rings, and seeing how large the ring gap is. Then we'll start measuring cam journals and all the crankshaft journals, rod journals, main journals. So we get going on that. Looks like she's probably gonna need a full rebuild.